Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another JK Deal Reveal. And today, do we have a special one for you? As you might know, on Sunday, this past weekend, we had our epic real estate bus tour, a Florida edition, where we revealed the Magical Muggles Mansion. And so today, we are going to, in case you missed it, we are going to give you the opportunity to get the inside scoop on this amazing property. But we're going to be fair, and as usual, we are going to see if this is a deal or no deal for you. So nice to see you all here, and I see you're still trickling in, but we have AZ, we have Brian, Francois, nice to see you here. Jen Lynn, Nelson, Puria, Romel, nice to have you here. Sandra, Sterling, Teresa, Trina, Vincent, and it's still trickling in. Wonderful. And our extended Facebook family and YouTube family now, of course. So thank you so much for being here. Let's jump right in to our deal or no deal of the day. So we have on the chopping block Magical Muggles Mansion, which is a 7-bedroom converted to an 8.5 bedroom in Champions Gate. And this property purchased for $679,000 with a small rehab budget, but large theming budget to the tune of combined $175,000 was put into it. Let us know if this is a deal or no deal for you. So I think the very best way that we can introduce this, and again, big thank you out to Trina. Let's go see this experience property. Off we go. 3, 2, 1. And there we have it, JK's Magical Muggles Mansion. How do we like them apples? Wonderful. So, hope you enjoyed. And again, big thank you to Trina for putting that magic into our lives. But it's not only about the video you can make. Who would like to have more of an inside? Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate that. Who would like to have more of an inside view of the Magical Mansion? Let's see the hands go up. Let's see the chat blow up. Who'd like to look on the inside of this property and get some behind the scene footage of our Magical Mansion? All right, there it is. The 3D experience. All right, so this is where you'll get to see my RPG skills as we walk through the Magical Mansion. So first of all, you'll notice these walls. This is not tapestry, this is paneling, brick to faux brick paneling here all throughout. So the first impression you get in walking to this house is whoa. Added some extra beams and some lanterns to have more of that Hogwarts castle feel. We got some gargoyles up there just chilling with candles that are actually remote control, so it looks like there's flames coming out of it. I didn't even tell you this. As you walk in for the first time and you open that door, the Harry Potter theme song starts to play magically. There is a hidden sensor and a hidden speaker, so you walk in and you are immersed with all of your senses at once. So we walk in, and because there's just so many rooms, we have a little map here. So we're in Hogwarts. We got the Hogwarts Express, Hagrid's hut, the cupboard under the stairs, the astronomy tower, the potion classroom, Quidditch stadium, the Great Hall, Gringotts, Honeydukes, that's the candy store, Dumbledore's library, and the night bus. Okay, so on the way in first, we have the astronomy tower. Now, this is not tapestry. It is not paneling. It is painted directly on the wall. This is a professional artist who painted this room, and then it is covered with a very durable protective coating because everyone's going to be touching this, isn't it? And this is a short-term rental that we want to last. Everything you see here, like a telescope, this is a real telescope. All of these items are real items to really give that real and full experience. All right, let's keep on going. We have here on the right, Hagrid's hut. So this is the size of a double garage. It's a 20 by 20 room. And of course, comes complete with, we have in here a huge parrot cage with our dragon eggs. We have a massage chair. Of course, we got all of Hagrid's, old pots and pans and cages and nets and his umbrella, of course. Two big lazy boys with all recline and all that jazz. And of course, his motorcycle and sidecar. This is the exact year, make, and model, to my understanding, of Hagrid's motor car and sidecar right here on display. So we look behind us and what do we see? Whoa, this is a 180-inch screen. Okay, 180-inch screen. It takes me 3 strokes of the finger on my mouse pad to get to the other end of it. That's how big it is. We have our fireplace with, again, all of the ambiance we want. We even have Aragog lighting happening right here for the Harry Potter fans. We have, all the blankets and all the houses that you can play and dress up in for fun. All right, now we get more into the kitchen. Of course, we got a nice fully stocked kitchen, and all the cutlery is gold, all the knives, all the forks, all that. So we have a gold theme going on here, even the hardwares and so forth. We have touchless faucets, again, the magic element coming into play. And you'll notice we got very themed fixtures. We got an owl fixture here. We got an owl mirror back there. We got the big chandeliers happening. And we have, of course, the sorting hat, right? Put that on your head. It sorts you to the room you need to go. How awesome is that? We have here this clock. Now, you might recognize this clock. This clock is the exact clock from the movie. And it actually appears right here on the castle. This is the Harry Potter castle. This is a tapestry, and we have bought the rights to have this, so there's no copyright or anything infringement, okay? But nothing has been put here by chance. So we go in here. Those are some storage closets that are not for guests. We get into Gringotts Bank, and obviously this is on the main floor. So we have the Astronomy Tower and Gringotts Bank, which are more the adult theme rooms, if you will, or the grandparent themed rooms. So they don't have to go up the stairs, they stay on the main floor. So we have a nice king size bed here, all gold, luxurious. Look at that chandelier. We got our scale, and of course, we have our safe handle, register, gold bars, all the safety deposit boxes on this wall, more gold bars. And here, we'll talk about this in just a bit, but this is part of a treasure hunt in the house. We continue. So this is a beautiful bathroom with bathtub and shower, lightly themed in the bathrooms. There's a toilet on the other side of this door and access to the backyard, pool, spa, and outdoor living and dining area. So that's that. Let me just scroll up here. Okay, so off we go, zooming in. Now we go to the Great Hall. Look at this, right? This property sleeps 23 people. And so if we're going to have 23 people, there better not be a 4-person table. So we had these tables custom built, right? And if you, this is a big room, right? Each table sits 10. It might be a little tight, but ultimately you have a lot of seating plus the 4 bar stools at the counter here. This is epoxied made tables with just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We continue our theme into the living or sitting area here. And we've got the guest book where people can share their experiences, the magic, and we have a nice little note from the hosts, right, from Janie and company. This Harry Potter table, and if you zoom in here, if you look here, there's actually the movement of the spells. So if kids want to have fun, and there are some magic wands provided with the house in Hagrid's hut, kids can run around and play with their magic wands, and they can even do the spells, the names, the words, and the motion are all crafted into this table for them. So there's no mistakes on the spells. We have the cupboard under the stairs, Harry Potter's room. And so depending on the family who books, this might be the punishment room or it might be the jackpot room, right? And so we got a single bed that just fits snugly in there. And there's actually a side area you saw from the pictures. So there's more room in there than you actually think. But we got our flying letters and we got all that fun stuff. Oh, we can even get a little closer. Okay. Now to the second floor. We have basically the moving staircase and all of our picture frames, all of our, look at that. There was about 100 pictures and frames on this wall. And you can imagine how much fun they had finding all those frames and those pictures and then mounting them all and not breaking the bank too much to do it. It's surprising what Habitat for Humanity and those secondhand stores might have. All right, then we go up the stairs. We have the Mirror of Erised and our Room of Requirement, which is one of the bathrooms. We have here Dumbledore's secret library. Why is it secret? Because you see here, this door is actually a hidden secret door. This is a bookcase. When it's closed, it looks just like a bookcase. And we've had so many guests who come in who they don't see it, and that's the point, right? They actually recognize when they count the rooms and they think there's one missing, or they go through the Room of Requirement and then they see it from the other side and then they push the door open, right? How awesome is this? So in Dumbledore's secret library, we have our books floating in the air and bending every which way. Look at that, amazing. Every room has, of course, its large screen television connected with Netflix, HBO Max, and Disney Plus, of course. We have a bathroom here with all of our golden, our flying keys on the wall here. and everything, right? I solemnly swear I'm up to no good with the Marauders map shower curtain, right? All right, let's continue on. Then we go into our potions room. What secrets did we not see in the potions room? This wall is all full of those Erlenmeyers and beakers and everything you might need for a potion room. We have our monster book of monsters well encaged. Do not put your fingers in there, it bites. And we have our mandragores, right? The screaming plants, once they're out of the earth, they're there. And of course, our desk being held up by two magic wands. I love this room. Continuing on, we have honeydukes. In honeydukes, before you even walk in, or as you walk in, you'll hear a nice little chime, like so many of those candy stores, ding, 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 right? We're entering the candy store. You'll notice up here, we got candy going all around the top of the room. As we walk in, we have a little wall. So this is obviously the kids' room. So we have a little mountain climbing, a rock climbing wall here for the kids. We have a game console here about the size of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it holds, so I'm told, 100,000 games. So all of those old NES and N64 and all them, right? If we go closer, you'll see that all of the controllers that are there, NES, N64, PlayStation, so forth, and that. We got some donut seating so they can sit on the floor to play, more candies, and more candies. And we have two double bunk beds, well, two bunk beds here, and the fireman pole that they can jump right into this ball, this tub of balls there. We have a bathroom. Something you may not know is that if you open up this portkey, there is a sign that says "This way to the Ministry of Magic." So for those of you who are fans, you're going to have a good laugh as to why that's there. So have you seen this wizard? Have you seen this wizard wanted? So we got Sirius and Bellatrix having a good time in here. We continue on right here. So this is fun right here. Let's see if I can get a little closer. There we go. We have little statuettes of Hedwige, of Dobby, of Buckbeak, of Buck, of Aragog, of I forget exactly all 7 of them, of the Gringotts Bank goblin. So there's one here, and it's duplicate somewhere hidden in the house. And so one of the games is to have the kids find them all, or the parents find them all as well. We saw one in Gringotts Bank, but have you found all 7? You'll have to go in. So we have here washer and dryer behind here. You'll notice we have smart home features like the Nest thermostat, so we can control everything at a distance, and we can make sure that the guests aren't going crazy in heat, less likely in Florida, but more on the AC, not cranking it crazy low and having our bill through the roof. So we have some control here. So here we enter the London, the city of London. We have our magic night bus. This is pretty amazing, custom built. It is a triple-decker double bunk. So there are 6 beds in here, right? We can easily have 6 kids go into this magic bus, and kids, you could probably fit more there. Yes, the floating candle, there's a whole story behind this, but beautiful, beautiful end results. You'll notice we have our City of London light lantern here, another TV with the same game console for 100,000 games. We have the no adults on slide avenue. Yes, we've got a slide in this magical mansion. And although it is built to take the weight of adults, we're just trying to limit the amount of wear and tear. You'll notice that every light fixture has its own, it works with the theme, right? It's giving the impression of motion for this bus going really, really quickly to the speed of light or sound here. A huge beanbag. Now this is a really big room, by the way. It doesn't look so big because we put a bus in it, but this is a huge beanbag it was really funny to see it on top of our vehicle being moved here. We have our secret sliding door here, which brings us to platform 9 3/4. If you recall, you have to go through the pillar, through the wall to get to platform 9 3/4. So that's exactly what we did here. And to emphasize it, we have our carriage that is halfway through the wall, right? We really see it going with Hedwig's cage and all the suitcases ready for another year at school. So we got a beautiful train tapestry happening here, and we're ready. Every room, I skip over it, but every room has access to a bathroom at the very least. Some bathrooms are the Jack and Jill's, shared between two, and some are, it's a 5-bathroom property. Originally 7-bedroom, 5-bathroom property. And then we finish off with the Quidditch Stadium. In the Quidditch Stadium, what you might not know is that this is not a tapestry. This is not a foam structure. This is an exact replica of the Nimbus 2000. It is a limited edition. Only 10,000 of them have been created, and we are 6,900 and something. All right, just that broom is, anyways, not cheap, but we are going all the way. And again here, this wall, this room, this ceiling was professionally painted by an artist, including our bleachers, right, from the movies, one for each house with the crest and so forth. You'll notice the green here, this is not painted, this is a fake grass. So we're giving the 3-dimensional and again, the tactile experience from here. So we got some on the wall, we got a little bit on the floor here. So we have the full experience. And there we have it, the Magical Muggles Mansion behind the scenes. So we hope you enjoyed that. We certainly did. Janie is overjoyed, already thinking about the second one that she is going to be creating. What do you think? Let's see if we have any questions here. Sandra's asking, what was the info sheet in the theater room? That was how to work the sound bar system and the projector. So just a step-by-step on how to make everything work. So we limit the number of questions our team gets on the management side. Yeah, AZ, you like the staircase in the picture, it's pretty awesome. Sterling is asking, did you guys create a theming budget for each room or just the entire house? We went with the entire house. Sandra, did you have an interior design creative team? Yeah, it's called Janie. And was it all Janie and you? Ooh, the me side was minimal. When Janie starts to get those creative juices flowing, get out of her way. Sometimes, I had a couple of ideas in here, but most of it are all her. Yes, the attention to detail, Dora, is incredible. And we have already started to get bookings. In fact, we're booked out already for a couple of weeks. And this is the next part of the deal reveal I want to talk about now, because the pictures and all that is amazing. But is this a deal or no deal? I don't know yet. Tell me about the numbers, right? So let's take a quick look at the numbers for a minute. So we've already had almost a dozen guests. We have 6 reviews, all 5-star at this time, even though we had an AC issue with one of the guests. And you'll see right in the reviews how we handled it and how we were able to get a 5-star review nonetheless. So what about the numbers? All right, this is kind of the numbers based on the due diligence, the market data, and so forth, the numbers that we, on the low side, are expecting from this property. $500 per night booked. We have 365 nights a year and about a 70% occupancy rate. So this is a low occupancy rate and a low nightly rate for this caliber of product. So this is what we ran our numbers to see if it worked. But really, our target for this property is $750 on average per night, 80% occupancy, okay? And we see there's a radical difference between these two numbers. But there are properties that are doing even better. And so maybe as the word spreads, and by the way, it would be awesome if you shared this particular deal reveal on YouTube, share it with your friends on Facebook, share it around. If this property can go viral and we put all of our marketing power behind us here, and as the community can, and we build the portfolio for the community of these caliber properties through these deal reveals and through our Key to Castle programs and through our Now for Tomorrow Club and all this, as the buzz gets out, right, we are going to push everyone's properties to the higher side of the income. So imagine having $900 per night ADR 90% of the time. That would bring us inches away from $300,000 a year in income. And I waited to have the bus tour and a couple of bookings come in, because our bookings, and these are last minute bookings, meaning we're filling up when we launch, we're only filling up the next week or two out. We're getting bookings $500, $600, $700, $800, $900 last minute. These are not the families who are booking their vacation 6 months out, right? The vacation of a lifetime that they're booking 6 months out, and they're putting 4 or 5 families together for this budget. And we're getting the last minute travelers who just want a good experience, and they're willing to pay more than $300 a night for just your average short-term rental near Universal or near Disney, okay? And yet we're still already standing out, getting bookings between $500 and $900 a night as it stands. So give us a year, right? Imagine after we have 100 5-star reviews in here and everyone is losing their mind, we are definitely going to be charging above $1,000 a night if that's the type of momentum we have behind us. So that's the income side. What about the expense side? Well, the HOA fees and the CDD fees don't change regardless of how much money you make. The utility fees, the utility costs don't change regardless of how much you make. The maintenance fees don't change because we also have short-term insurance paid by the guests. So even if there was damage due to higher traffic, it doesn't cost us anything more. The mortgage is going to stay the same for 30 years, fixed. Management cost stays the same. Percentage stays the same. So this does make a difference. The more money you make, the more you thank your managers for having made you all that money. Makes sense. The insurance stays the same and the taxes stay the same, right? So all of your expenses are rather stable, whether you make 128 or 200 or 300,000 for the most part. So what is the difference between these three incomes, gross incomes, to its corresponding net income? So for this property, and I updated my numbers to more of today's market numbers. When I was running these performance and expenses about a month, 2 months ago, you'll notice I had a lower mortgage and a lower interest rate. Rates have gone up, prices have gone up. So this is more relevant to today's market. So if we have 130,000 of income, right, after all expenses, you can expect about 20,000 a year after all expenses, including the mortgage. So this is your pure cash flow, which is about $1,000 to $2,000 of cash flow a month. But that's the low side, that's the conservative, right? We see that we're breaking even and we're having a nice, well, it depends what your criteria is for nice, but you still have a cash flow, even in the quote unquote conservative, pro forma. Then we have the target income, about 200,000 a year coming in. That's 90,000 a year US dollars of cash flow, which is about 7,000 a month in cash flow. Okay, this one property, that sounds like a retirement, doesn't it? And then on the high end, if we're a little bit in the clouds, we're dreaming a little bit, or if we put in the marketing effort, 300,000 gross will net about 150 of cash flow a year. That's $13,000 a month US of cash flow. And so, ladies and gentlemen, is this a deal or no deal for you? Would you? Yeah, Raj, we got a deal. Wonderful. AZ, amazing. Teresa loves it. Sandra, Brian, we have deals across the board. I love it. I love it. I love it. Romel loves Dora. Yep. Fantastic. All right. Well, that is our deal reveal for today. And we featured this and other properties during last Sunday's epic bus tour, properties that we didn't buy it like that, you understand? We made it into this diamond. And so you buy the property and then you turn it into a diamond in this particular investment model. And so this weekend we showcased properties very similar to ours from the bones point of view, with the same or better location and so forth. And we showed, right? We showed you the people that could help you get there, right? So if you missed the bus, well, don't worry, you have another opportunity to catch the recording as well as book your ticket live for the next bus tour if we decide to do it virtual. All right, so now we got some opportunities for you. We have the bus tour and the blueprint. So if you haven't already attended them, one or both, I highly recommend you do so if this is the type of property and investing that excites you. So if you want the recording of the bus tour we did just this Sunday, go to jkprograms.club/bus tour and book the ticket. What does the ticket do? You get the recording of this Sunday's bus tour. And for those who were there live, know that there was a second epic surprise at the end that I'm going to reserve for those who book. And then for those of you who just want the basics of US real estate investing, whether it be long-term or short-term, attend our blueprint, n4t.club/blueprint. This is a 3-day training that gives the foundations of investing in US real estate the JK way. Okay, and that is our deal reveal for today. I'm going to wish you a wonderful evening and go get.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
And I'll remind you, thank you so much for sharing on Facebook and YouTube. Let's get the word out and let's get you your next dream property. Here are the links one more time. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care.